Your impressions are dropping, your ads are still active, nothing's disapproved, and Google isn't telling you why. That's not a glitch, that might be limited ad serving, and if you haven't heard of it, you need to because Google has been quietly expanding this policy and it's affecting accounts right now. So what actually is limited ad serving? Google limits the number of impressions that your ads can receive if they believe your account poses a higher risk of misleading users or creating a bad experience. It's not a ban, it's not a disapproval, it's a quiet throttle on your reach, and that's what makes it so frustrating to catch. Now here's the part that most people don't know. Google actually splits advertisers into two buckets. Unqualified advertisers, where your ads are limited, Google will serve them, but only to a reduced audience while they gather more data on your account. And the other bucket, which is qualified advertisers, where you've built enough trust with Google that these limits either don't apply or they're significantly reduced. The path from one to the other is advertiser verification, which we'll get to in a minute. Google started expanding this policy in September of 2024, and the full rollout across YouTube ads is happening through 2026. So this is not just a one-time thing, it's becoming part of how Google policies quality at scale. There are three main ways that you could end up with limited ad serving on your account. One scenario is brand confusion. If your ads reference another brand in a way that's ambiguous, Google could flag it. An example, say you're a third-party airline booking service and someone searches for a specific airline, but your ad shows up in a way that can make them think that they're clicking on the airline's official site. Google could consider this a user experience problem, even if the click still leads to a legitimate offer. They don't need to prove intent. If the ad looks confusing, it can get limited. Scenario 2 is no clear identity. Generic ads with no branding, no identifiable business name, and no clear indication of who's actually behind the ad, Google can see those as higher risk. If user can't tell who they're clicking on before a click, that could be a red flag in Google's system. Scenario 3 is landing page mismatch. This one's less talked about, but your landing page matters here too. If your ad copy doesn't match what's on the landing page, especially around the brand name or the actual offer, Google can factor that in. Consistency matters across the whole experience and not just the ads. And what makes all three of these scenarios a little extra annoying is that Google won't disapprove your ads, they stay active, but the impressions will just quietly disappear, and you might only find out when you check your account notifications. Okay, so what can you actually do about it? Step 1, complete advertiser verification if you haven't done so already. This is the most direct lever that you have. If Google has flagged you for it and you haven't done it, stop what you're doing and do it today. It's how you move from unqualified to qualified advertiser status, and it's the fastest way to signal to Google that you're a legitimate business. Step 2, you can pin your domain in one of your headline positions. This is underrated and not enough people do it. Pinning your domain as a headline immediately shows users and Google exactly who is running the ad. It removes ambiguity at the ad level before someone even clicks. Step 3, audit your ad copy for brand clarity. Go through your headlines and descriptions. If any of them are so generic that they could belong to a competitor, or worse, be mistaken for a competitor, rewrite them. Your brand name, your offer, your differentiator. It could be anyone's ad, it could be a problem. Step 4, check your landing page consistency. Make sure what you're promising in the ad matches what's on the page. Same brand name, same offer, same tone. Google is evaluating the full journey, not just the headlines. And step 5, if you've already been hit, there's a limited ad serving appeals form that you can submit directly to Google. It takes a little bit of time, but it's your best path to getting limits lifted. Don't expect a fix overnight, but it's worth doing alongside the other steps. So this is the thing I want you to walk away with. Google is getting better at penalizing ambiguity, not just in the ad copy, but your whole account's identity. So whether you're a new advertiser or you've been running ads for years, the message is the same. Be clear about who you are, what you're offering, and that you're a verified, legitimate business. The advertisers who are going to get squeezed by this policy are the ones who haven't built that trust signal with Google yet and have let their accounts get sloppy over time. Don't be that account. Go check your notifications now, and if you see something about limited ad serving, now you've got a clear path forward.